What's up guys, Rob here from Shonen Showdown, and listen, today we're doing Anime Gauntlet Part 2. Let's do it. Alright, so this first gauntlet is going crazy. We have the Wizard King from Black Clover, aka Julius Novachrono, going up against a lot of top tier shonen MCs. Looks like he has Luffy first, in Gear 4. Now, let's understand something. The Wizard King obviously has amazing control over time magic. We saw his chronostasis abilities used against Atachi in that fight. And Atachi has light magic. We saw how fast Atachi is. If we're gonna go strictly off speed, he beats Luffy. If we're gonna go off power, I think I'm gonna have to give that to Luffy. Luffy's power and his strength is just on an entirely different level than the Wizard King. I don't know if he can take some King Kong guns to the face and get back up, but here's the only problem. We don't know if we're giving the edge to Haki or if we're giving the edge to magic. So for this instance, because Julius can control time better than Luffy can predict through the future sight observation Haki, I'm going to give the Wizard King the win just this once, because I don't know if the future sight of observation Haki overpowers Julius's time magic. I think Julius can perform better against time-based attacks. Luffy doesn't really have an answer for that as of yet, but if Luffy's able to catch him, it will be a problem. Let's keep going. So next up, he has Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho. I think Yusuke is incredibly strong, incredibly powerful, but again, the time magic from the Wizard King is something that I don't know if Yusuke has an answer for. If Luffy does not have an answer for it, Yusuke definitely does not have an answer for it. That's something that the Wizard King is going to take home. So I'm giving the Wizard King that win as well. Now he's moving on to Meliodas. Quick question. Which Meliodas are we talking? Because if we're talking about the Meliodas that is fighting against the Demon King, the one who got all the commandments, this is a whole different beast. Not only can he full counter, but he's fighting against the Demon King that has the power of the ruler. So any types of attacks that you're putting onto the Demon King is internalizing that power and using it to up his strength. This is who Meliodas is fighting. This is who Meliodas is dealing with. I have not seen the Wizard King deal with anybody on that tier. Now, some people may say, well, Meliodas wasn't able to really do it by himself. Elizabeth is there helping out. You know, he had Bond, he had the help of the other 7 deadly sins, but we also have to understand this. Meliodas was the heir to the throne. Meliodas was the strongest of the 10 commandments. Meliodas is a perfect counter against magic abilities. The only type of power he struggled against was the Demon King's magic, because it's different than standard magic, as we know. Well, guess who uses magic? Julius Novachrono. I think honestly the Wizard King stops here in round 3 against Meliodas. I believe if Meliodas drops down onto Clover Kingdom, they're not going to have an answer. If it's the Meliodas I'm speaking of right now, that's boxing against the Demon King. Next. Ichigo runs the gauntlet. Bleach fans, it's been a long time coming. Let's do this. Now, I'm looking at Ichigo right now. It looks like he's in his Mugetsu form. So we already know what that means. Anybody that is here better be able to box with Aizen with the Hogyoku. As I've said previously, can Luffy do it? No, he can't. Round 1 is done. I'm sorry, I am a One Piece fan, and round 1 is still done. Let's move on. Natsu. Natsu can burn time. Very hard Zera. We saw what happened to Mavis. We saw the whole thing go down. We saw Natsu burning time and space magic coming from Zeref. That is OP. That's crazy. Can Mugetsu Ichigo get around that? Now, I think the best way we can really tackle this type of debate is if we factor in who is more cheese. Is it an Aizen with a Hogyoku, or is it Very Hard Zeref? Now, based off of just the fights alone, I'm giving the edge to Aizen. And we have to understand that I'm giving the edge to Aizen because Aizen was not only crossing up people like Ichigo, he crossed up the whole Soul Society. Nobody even knew who they were fighting anymore. They were hallucinating. There was so much going on with Aizen that I think it's even beyond what we saw Very Hard Zeref pull off. Mugetsu Ichigo is going through Natsu as well. Next up, we have Atachi from Naruto. Now, I like Atachi. Obviously, if he's able to go into his Susanoo with the Tosca Blade and the Yatamir, he's able to deflect anything, and he's able to seal anything. I don't know how Itachi's Susanoo is going to deal with Ichigo's final Getsuga Tensho. I honestly can't answer that question for you. Can the Yatamir reflect an attack on that tier? I'm not sure. I'm not worried about the genjutsu. I think Ichigo can find a way to get through the genjutsu, but what I will say is that the final Getsuga Tensho may be able to get through Itachi's Susanoo. I don't know if he has anything to stop that, personally. So next up we have Sasuke. Sasuke is a beast. Sasuke is one of the strongest characters to ever come out of the Naruto verse. I don't think anybody's gonna debate me on that. We have the Sage of Six Paths power. We have one of the strongest Susanoo's of all time, able to box with Naruto, Madara, Kaguya, you name it. Sasuke is up there with the best. But can he stand up against Mugetsu Ichigo? With abilities like Amaterasu, that's not enough. Maybe he can do a little something with the Rinnegan, but with Aizen's complete hypnosis, I think it even overpowers that. I'm going to give the edge to Mugetsu Ichigo here, guys. And it's not easy. But a lot of you may be saying, well, if you're going to give Ichigo the edge over Sasuke, look who's in the final round. You're right. Naruto is sitting in the final round. And since Naruto is just a smidge over Sasuke, and I think Ichigo stands a lot over Sasuke, Ichigo's blowing through this gauntlet, guys. In his form. He's blowing through this gauntlet. Now, it depends on which form of Naruto we're talking about. If you're talking about Baryon Mode Naruto from Boruto, it changes. That's going to be a whole different video. That's a video topic. But if we're taking Naruto from Shippuden, I think Final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo would win. Let's go on to the third gauntlet. Okay, so we have Goten and Trunks from Dragon Ball Z going up against a lot of top tier duos. Round 1, stomp. Goten and Trunks and Super Saiyan against Bakugo and Deku? That's a stomp. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Now, it comes down to the point that Goten and Trunks were able to achieve Super Saiyan transformations at the age of like 7. That is ridiculous. Something that their fathers worked so hard to pull off. They were able to get through that hump easily. And their power is insane. They can fly at super fast speeds. They can box with the likes of Majin Buu. Bakugo and Deku can't do that yet. It's done. Next up, we have Killua and Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Now, in terms of teamwork, I gotta give the edge to Killua and Gon because they work better as a team. They would be able to really dissect the weak points of Goten and Trunks. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you cannot catch them, who cares? They're flying. They're doing crazy, crazy things. Literally, the moment that Goten and Trunks go into Super Saiyan, Killua would have to go straight into Godspeed mode, and you would literally need adult going off bat. You can't waste more than 2 seconds. Kamehamehas are going to be flying around the place. It's going to be destruction everywhere. They have to be in their tip-top shape. Killua's going to have to pretty much paralyze one of them and start boxing with the other. Gon is going to have to start dealing with something. That's too much. That's way, way too much for the level that Gon and Killua are at currently in Hunter x Hunter. Goten and Trunks are taking that. Next, we have Naruto and Sasuke. And this looks like this is going to be the end of Shippuden type of form here. So this is where I'm going to go off of. It's difficult here. It's very, very difficult here. Because if we're talking about Goten and Trunks in Super Saiyan separately fighting Naruto and Sasuke, Naruto and Sasuke may be able to get it done. Now, hold on. When you're talking about Naruto and Sasuke working together to defeat the likes of Kaguya, Kaguya is shifting dimensions. Kaguya is literally the 10 tails beast in full form, everything. Just a complete powerhouse. Has all the chakra abilities, has everything and more. True secret orbs are going crazy. It's insane what Kaguya is able to pull off. Naruto and Sasuke wouldn't even be able to see a being on this tier if it wasn't for the Sage of Six Paths literally blessing Naruto and Sasuke with the Sage of Six Paths power. He held it down. Now, with this power, Naruto and Sasuke were boosted tremendously. Their power was increased. This is the power that I think they would need in order to hang with Goten and Trunks on Super Saiyan tier. But, and this is the big exception. Hold on, let's look at the chart one more time. If these two, Goten and Trunks, are allowed to fuse. Now, we did not see any rules before this. I was not able to see any rules, but if they are allowed to fuse, not only does this change the outcome of this specific round, but the entire gauntlet changes. The whole game gets shifted because gotenks It's clearing. Yes, Saitama is there. Yes, Genos is there. And I'll repeat, gotenks is clearing. Naruto and Sasuke don't have an answer for gotenks. Saitama and Genos don't have an answer for gotenks. Now, a lot of people may say, whoa. If you're in the camp that believes Saitama is stronger than Goku, then obviously you're going to emphatically disagree with me. But if you are of the belief that Goku is stronger than Saitama, you know where I'm coming from. And here's the reason. Gotenks can reach Super Saiyan 3. Now, not only was he boxing with Super Buu in the hyperbolic time chamber with Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was literally ripping through the dimensions. The hyperbolic time chamber was destroyed, and he ripped a hole through the dimension so him and Piccolo could escape. This is on a whole different tier than what Naruto and Sasuke would be able to do and what Saitama and Genos would be able to do. We know he has the kamikaze attacks that are completely fast and can blow up on impact. We know that he's super fast, super powerful on a Super Saiyan 3 level is different. If Gotenks is allowed in this battle, he's clearing. But if he's not, Goten and Trunks as a duo are going to stop at round 3. I think Naruto and Sasuke would be able to get the job done. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section below where you think these characters would end up finishing their gauntlets. And let me know if you guys want a part 3 because I have a lot of fun doing this. And I'll see you next time. Peace.